Hey there, welcome to week 4. We are in day number 16. So this week we are going to be doing body weight and cardio. Last week we had a lot of strength training. We focused on picking up heavier weights and kind of eliminating some of the higher intensity that we love to include in our sets. So this week we're bringing the intensity back and we're backing off the weights. So we're kind of just giving our body a little bit of time to recover from all the weightlifting, but keep itself going and hiking up the heart rate a little bit more. So today is going to be a lot of cardio. And the concept behind what we're doing today is called rest-based training. This is kind of the avenue that we're going. Go ahead and come down. Let's hit a left leg forward, right leg back kind of hamstring slide. So we are going to be having a set for 1 minute. The timer is going to be set for 1 minute. Your goal is not to pace yourself to finish in the whole minute. Maybe you'll be able to, maybe I'll be able to. We'll find out. Switch to the other side. But the idea behind rest-based training is that you push yourself until you need a break. So you push until you can't, and then you rest until you can. So we have 8 different exercises, and we're going to run through. Them at. I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I was like, oh no, I set up my timer wrong, but I didn't. Okay, we're going to run through them 2 rounds through. So we're going to have our minute, and we get to take as many breaks as we want in the minute. Then we have a 20-second break before we hit our next set. Go ahead and push your hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, slide your shoulder blades back and down. So in your 20-second break, take your full break, hit a plank, hit a cat-cow, hit a down dog, a glute bridge, whatever kind of feels good for you. If you don't want to take your full break, that's fine. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to feel like. We'll see. Technically, hinge forward and back. If we're really pushing ourselves to need breaks, then our 20-second break, I think, is going to feel quite nice. But you are in charge of the round. So there's a whole psychology, subconscious kind of way of thinking in this type of format, where when you're in charge of the breaks that you take, then you actually are motivated to push yourself a little bit harder. All right, so I'm going to run us through what we're going to do and the alternates, and then we're going to get started. So our first exercise is going to be good old mountain climbers. So shoulders up over the wrists, plant your hands, and then you're going to just run your knees in. So you're in a solid plank, and you're going to be running your knees, obviously much faster. So if you don't go into a plank position, you're going to be doing a standing mountain climber. So arms are involved, and just tuck your arms and your legs as fast as you can for your mountain climber, okay, for that whole minute. And with something like that, it might not be as quite high intensity. You could add weights if you want something super light, nothing really heavy. Next are plank jacks. So we'll be planking, and you're welcome to grab a few of these as I'm going through them just to kind of get you warmed up. So they're in a jumping jack from a plank position. Otherwise, you're going to stand and extend, same arm, same leg, side to side. Next up, we have high knees. Okay, if you don't do that, march in place. Next, we'll have jump squats. If you don't do that, just squat as rapid as you can. I'm already getting my heart rate up. I'm not doing a lot yet. Commandos are next. Commandos is a plank position. Drop, drop, push, push, drop, drop, push, push. If you don't do a plank, you're going to come down and you're fine to still go no weights. Just punch your arms as fast as you can, holding your body strong in that glute bridge. All right. Next we have gate swings. Out, narrow at the top. Otherwise, you kind of sit in your squat and just extend your legs side to side. Burpees are next. So plant your hands, jump back. See if you can get your chest to the ground. Jump in, jump up. Otherwise, I want you to step back, kind of like a lunge, tap the ground, step back, tap as fast as you can from there. Last, we'll have a split leg V up. Okay, so legs are going to be mostly straight, arms overhead, push the low back into the ground, and then you're going to come up, reaching your hands toward one leg. Push the low back into the ground. You can already hear me shaking. That's all the contraction you're trying to push to control the lower. So if this doesn't work for you, you can do a ball pass, or you can do a dead bug like this. All right. So starting off, we're going to hit up our mountain climbers. All right. Ready, set, and go. Plant your hands. Remember, you push until you can't, and then rest until you can. This would be a good one to have some music going on in the background. Push yourself to need a break. So the other way that you think about it, can I do one more? Can I do one more? Can I do one more? And a break is a positive thing. It means you're pushing yourself to your maximum. Don't start off too fast. When you're ready, when you feel like you can really put full effort back in, then you hit it up. You decide when you need that rest. Push for it though. 5 seconds. And 1. All right. Next up are plank jacks. I'm going to take my break. If you want to do a downward facing dog or something different, that's fine. Remember, if you don't do a plank jack, stand up and do same side arm and leg extensions. Here we go. Plant. Keep that solid core. Push until you can't. Rest until you can. Can you do one more? Can you do one more? Keep it tight and quick, not wide and slow. 12 seconds remain. Come on. Can you do one more? Time. Take your break. High knees are next. Whew. Keeping that core strong. Heart rate coming up. Ready, set, go. Tight and quick. Use your core. Use your arms. You find your intensity. Push until you can't. Rest until you can. You're in charge of your break. Come on. Use the core. Whew. Jump squats are next, or just your rapid fire squats. Ready? Go. Land as light as you can. Push your butt back. I'm not going super low because my goal here is heart rate more than the legs burning out on me. Come on. Find your intensity though. Core strong. Don't round into the chest. Push. Whew. Made that one. All right. Commandos. You can go as fast or as slow as you want, as long as you're in control. Otherwise, you're in a glute bridge with quick punches. And go. Try to put your hand right where your elbow is. Alternate or switch it up every 10 or so rounds. We did these way in the beginning. Haven't done them in a while. Core strong. All the weightlifting though should be helping you here. Ooh. Rest is good. Those are the cues for rest-based training. Rest is positive because you're pushing. Find the mental place to push for your rest. Oh, time. Gate swings. Jump wide, then narrow. Here we go. Chest tall. If you're tapping the ground, keep the chest still higher than the hips. Knees line with toes in the wide squat. Wherever those toes end up, through your knees hit. Come on. Can you do one more? Can you do one more? Whew. Nope. All right. Burpees are next. Or your lunge switch and floor tap. Here we go. I'm coming up on my knees. Not worth it on my low back. Otherwise, if you still have the stamina to keep your knees off, then go for it. Oh. Don't just slow down and pace. Push till you can't. Don't back off. Intensity is in the push. Drop straight into that push. Okay, flip it over. Split leg V up. This is our last for the round. And then we have one more set through. Push into the low back. You're alternating. Try not to use the arms as an assist. Now, if you need to, that's fine. Push low back into the ground, even as you're all the way down. You're resisting the pop of the ribs. I let my arms come up too fast for that one. Reach for that toe. The straighter the leg, the harder it is. Active abdomen. Time. All right, mountain climbers. I'm just going to take a quick child's pose. Settle a minute or a few seconds. All right, here we go, mountain climbers. Find your intensity. Push. Push until you can't. Rest until you can. Rest is positive. It means you push your intensity. Oh. Get into your head. Have the head move the body. No pacing. So I'm not trying to call out the time too often. It doesn't matter what the time is. What matters is you taking your rest when you should, your push when you should. Oh. Whew. Done. Take a break. Whew. I can feel that pumping. Plank jacks next. Here we go. Tight and quick. Faster you are, tighter, faster, tighter, then the more your intensity level comes up. Push for your break. Push your hardest because you can take a break anytime you want. Time. High knees are next. You don't have to come back to anything. Finishing it off. Go. Feel it. Push it. Find your determination. My basketball coach always said, don't hinge forward. Open the chest. Grab your breath. I always just want to hunker on my knees. right, what have we got? Jump squats. Whew. 3, 2, go. I'm gonna try to find how I can drive my intensity. Last time I didn't need a break, so I don't think I was driving enough. Knees line up the toes. Explode. All right. I'm feeling it. My point where I'm saying, can I do one more? Can I do one more? Oh, whew. Rest is good. I found that point. Nice. Makes me happy. That's the weird part. Happy that you need a break. That's the push we're going for. Weird concept. You got it. K commandos, or you're in your glute bridge punching. Tuck the tailbone. Work from the core, chest, shoulders, back. Come on. Yes. Feeling cooked. That's what we want. Can you do one more? Woo. Woo. I am glad this is 2 rounds. Gate swings. Here we go. If you're not ready, push full force. You still get your break, remember? How fast can you in out? Break is good, break is good. Go back when you're ready. Find ready. Knees on with toes. Inner thighs push you in. Butt grabs at the bottom. I just want to slow down, but I can't. When you want to slow down, you have to keep your pace. Good grief. And then take a break. Burpees, split leg V-ups. Go. I'm not ready yet. You go, you go. Remember, work for pace. Find your speed. You don't have to do the push-up. You could do a squat thrust. Woo. Rest is good, as long as you need it. pace. Don't slow down. Whew. Holy cow. Split leg V-ups. These we get all the way through. Here we go. Wake up that core. I guess dialing in probably be a better way to have it awake. Starting with those mountain climbers, plank jacks, high knees, geez, everything. Lower slow. Get the low back in the ground. Then don't let it come off until it's on the top. Think about scooping your belly. Scoop. Scoop. All right. Put your feet mat width. Rock them to the left. Open your arm out in either a cactus or all the way flat on the ground, palm on the ground away from you. Okay, other side. So if this type of training is confusing to you, and if you've been for me a while, you know I don't use it that often. It takes some training to kind of figure it out in your mind. Even for me today, trying to I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't give that many form cues because you have to get so much in your head. Could I push harder? And you're pushing for your maximum number, your maximum pace, your maximum intensity, not worried about the clock. You're just worried about that next one that you're not able to complete. All right, legs to center. Cross your right leg over the left knee. Pull it in. So I have done this in personal sessions or small group training, where I'm physically there. And it is very hard for some people to get past themselves as far as a break is bad. I want to push that full minute 100% and not stop a second sooner. Okay, drop your left foot. We're going to rock the legs over. This is a very restorative pose after that type of intensity. If you hit it right, your parasympathetic nervous system needs it. So some people get lost in the clock. That first round, the jump squats, I didn't need a break. So that frustrated me. It meant I could have been pushing harder in some capacity. So granted, I had all the other rounds behind me by the second round, so that could have definitely been a factor. However, I don't really care. The fact that I needed a legitimate break made me happy. That's the whole point. Push to need a break. You should not be able to finish in the minute. Okay, bring it back in. Plank jacks. Plank jacks generally, okay, grab behind your right knee, pull in, are fairly simple, not super high intensity for me, unless I really set in flexion of the triceps to the back, to the core, to the glutes, and then I jumped as fast as physically possible. And then it is tough for me to sustain, 30 seconds. So play around with that. You can do, it's awesome to do rest-based training. So we did 2 rounds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we did 16 minutes basically. You could do 8 minutes, 10 minutes of that same style. Okay, drop your right knee down, and then the left leg is going to drop over to the ground. Whoops, I'm hitting the wall. Make sure that you're squared up, right? So shoulders, hips, knees. Keep that as you rotate over. So you shouldn't end up all wiggly wobbly or curved off the midline. So anyway, if you have questions with anything, not just this, please let me know. My greatest joy and motivating factor is hearing from you guys, seriously. It pushes me. I have about 5 of you that stay in touch, that let me know how you did, how much stronger you are, how well you're reaching your goals, and I cannot tell you, that is worth so much to me. All right, tuck it in, roll it up, and it's worth so much to everybody else, right? Everybody's different, so having a large portfolio to learn from and lean on, just as I give certain modifications, it's because you have reached out to me to let me know what your body is not capable of handling or should not handle for whatever reason, chronic limitations or orthopedic issues. So if there's something that doesn't work for you, I want to know, because I want to help you best facilitate an alternative. So not just always, oh, I'm not able to do a burpee, so I'm going to hold a glute bridge for everything, right? Or I can't do mountain climbers, so I'm going to hold a glute bridge. So not that glute bridges are bad, but we can facilitate somewhat the same similar movements or muscle groups without putting pressure on where we need to be cautious. So, all right, come forward, push your chest through the hands, slide the shoulder blades down, flex your glutes, open the chest. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog, and then walk your hands back toward your feet. If you don't know how to reach out to me, you can email me at Kelly, Kelly, at kellyevansfitness.com, just like the site. Open your feet nice and wide, get a low squat. Some of you have my phone number, feel free to text or email, personal address. But seriously, your feedback is my biggest motivating factor. Even if it's negative, right? Like, I hate it when you say whatever. I need that feedback. It helps me do a better job. I want to keep you motivated and inspired and healthy. So, all right. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.